Hey everyone, it's Michael. I hope you're doing well today, and I have a review here for a cartoon that I grew up with that I loved so much, and I can't even tell you how much when I was a kid. And I don't really know why, in hindsight. When you're a kid, you like everything. But this is a review for Iron Man, the animated series. It came out in 1994, and it ran to 96. I mostly saw the first season growing up in reruns, and I've tried to watch this DVD 3-disc set for years. I've probably had it in my collection for 10 years, and I just could not get through it because of the first season. But there's a whole cool story with this show. Before you even think I think it sucks, which I don't, there's a whole backstory with this show that I'll get to in a little bit that may intrigue you if you don't know much about this show or what happened with it or how it came to be, because it's kind of well-renowned, you know? Just for a little bit of backstory, for anybody who doesn't remember, before the Robert Downey Jr. MCU kickoff movie in 2008, the kicking off of the MCU, basically, I don't think that anybody understood, unless they were a 90s kid, how not popular Iron Man was when it came to mainstream kids my age, in the 90s, and even into the 2000s, for that matter. He was like a C-list character, and no one really cared about him, aside from comic readers who loved him quite a bit. And I maybe had like one or two little Iron Man toys. Like, they weren't like superposable figures. No, most toys back then weren't. But they were nothing special. I had them. They were probably like $2 or $3. Like from a Toys R Us like checkout counter or something. Anyway, so this show I used to catch in reruns. And I loved it growing up. And at the same time, a lot of Marvel cartoons were out. This may have been the first, alongside Spider-Man, the animated series. Not too long after those, you had X-Men, which was also fantastic. Spider-Man's easily my favorite. I love that show. I could rewatch it every day of my life and never get sick of it. But yeah, X-Men was great. You had a Hulk cartoon that was fantastic. But apparently there were other shows I never watched, never even knew existed until the last couple of years. I think there was a Spider-Woman cartoon at one point. I think there was a She-Hulk cartoon that was a spinoff of the Hulk one. Let's see. There was a Fantastic Four one also. That's the other one I'm forgetting. And the Fantastic Four one, apparently, I've never seen any of it at all. Apparently, it has a very similar story to what happened with this show, and I guess I can go ahead and get into that. It was a great time for Marvel kids, or just kids getting into comic book stuff for the first time, like I was. And I probably saw this show closer to like 97, 98 on TV with my parents. And I mainly only saw episodes from the first season, if I haven't mentioned that. So, this is the thing. The first season of the show is awful. It's not very good. It's very messy. Everything from the theme song to the animation, the coloring of the show, the character designs are kind of okay. It's not super great. A lot of the voice acting is awful because the scripts were awful. It just seems so much like they just didn't care about it. Even down to like when Iron Man transforms, it sometimes, not always, it sometimes will switch over to a CGI animated cartoon for just when he's transforming into his Iron Man costume. And it's horrendously awful. It's hilarious. And then they'll just magically change back to a regular animated show. Now, mind you, I really like the suit that they have for Season 1. I actually think I like it better than the Season 2 suit. And the show was so messy and bad in Season 1 that they ended up, by the end of that year, before they even began production on Season 2, apparently, they just fired everybody. I think the script writers, all of the voice actors, from what I understand, everybody. And they basically started all over again with Season 2. And no joke, I had never seen, as far as I know, I don't think I've ever seen a single episode of Season 2 until now when I sat down and rewatched the whole box set. And again, it's only like 26 episodes, I want to say, 25, something like that. So there's like probably 13 episodes a season. And most of them are standalone. The first season, apparently, from my research, and I never even thought of this watching it, but it totally makes sense. It's very much modeled after He-Man from the 80s. And it totally makes sense now looking in hindsight. The biggest villain that you probably know from this show is the Mandarin. And that's where I knew the Mandarin from. This is the only Mandarin I've ever known, aside from the terrible MCU knockoff one, that's not really Mandarin, to be honest. But, like, this show also introduced me to War Machine, and he's so awesome in the first season, even though the show's not great. But in season 2, they, like, remove a lot of, like, the things about War Machine I grew up loving. And, like, I love War Machine. I have figures of War Machine because he's so sick, dude. My uncle's old comic collection had some War Machine stuff in there, and I love that, too. I've always been a fan of War Machine alongside Iron Man. And I don't feel like War Machine gets enough love in the MCU, to be honest. So anyway, season 2 comes out. And it's, like, a whole new art style. Like I said, even the costumes are very different. I gotta tell you, I really, really loved season 2. It's not like as intricate and wonderful as like what I remember of the X-Men cartoon. It's definitely not even close to like Spider-Man's animated series for me. But not gonna lie, it's really good. And I wish I had watched it sooner, man, because it was so well done. And again, all of the new choices for things like the voice actors, the writing between different characters, different things they do with like, so for example, Spider-Woman is in the show. There's kind of like a group of Avengers, sorta. Hawkeye's in here every once in a while, pretty commonly. There's not a lot of the same old villains showing up, and most of the villains who do kind of suck. But you'll see people like MODOK will pop up in here every once in a while. But like, Iron Man has, like, a relationship with not Pepper Potts. Pepper Potts is not in this show, as far as I remember. It's mainly Spider-Woman. And she has, like, that cool-looking black and white symbiote costume, which I didn't even remember that from this show. So I must have not even seen it or not remembered it. Because I love it in the Spider-Man series. It's my favorite costume of Spider-Man's ever. But, dude, that season 2... even down to, like, the intro, and everybody always talked about the intro to season 2, and I had never heard it, ever. I always heard it was one of the best Marvel theme songs, cartoon theme songs ever. And it's literally called I Am Iron Man. But it's not the Black Sabbath song. No joke, if you have not watched this show or even watched that intro theme song on YouTube or something, bro, it is so amazingly well done. It gives me chills, and I literally loved it so much, I didn't even skip over it every time I watched a new episode. I would watch it because it was so good. I would just listen to it, man. It's beautifully animated for that intro. It's Iron Man creating his Iron Man suits, and it's so badass. If you've not seen the show, season 2, you should totally just jump right into that. If you don't even want to waste your time with season 1 for like doing reviews on YouTube or something, skip right over it. Just go right into season 2. I really don't think you'll be disappointed. From the music to the action, dude, it's so well thought out. The writing is well thought out. You'll have like a couple of episodes that'll be like multi-episode storylines like Spider-Man and X-Men used to do. Not a lot, but they were tinkering with it, you know? And like I said, apparently the Fantastic Four cartoon was really similar to this, where after season 1 they scrapped everything and started over. And I'm really curious what that would be like since I've never seen it. But this was really good. This was really good in season 2. It just sucks that season 1 was such a giant, let's just say pile of shit, to be honest. But like, I'm nostalgic over season 1. As messy as it is, as lame as it is, as poorly done as it is, even from the voice acting and all those angles, which I don't blame the voice actors entirely, but those scripts were bad, man. I just have so much nostalgia for that first season, because that's all I've ever seen of this show. When I would watch reruns or catch it on Netflix when Netflix first became really big. It's fun to me in season 1. If you're somebody new to this, especially now that Iron Man's such a big deal and there's so much good Iron Man content out there, you are not going to be interested. You're not even going to laugh at it. It's going to hurt to watch. So anyway, when it comes to Iron Man's animated series, if you watch the right things from it, it's fantastic. I think you'll have a great, great time with it. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. That's really the truth of it, and I recommend just going right into season 2 if you haven't seen it. It's even kind of, the animation is shaded in a way that even looks like it fits into like X-Men and Spider-Man and all those cartoons. I really like that. I like that they tried to make like almost like an MCU back then. You know what I mean? It's really, people who grow up now who did not watch these shows, practically religiously like all of us did, I don't think they understand. I don't think they get it. Even if they're looking at it, I don't think they see how it's kind of a universal setup. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm kind of sad that there's no more, to be honest with you. And that's from the first time of watching season 2 ever. So that should tell you a lot on how much promise is in there. Anyway, Iron Man 1994, what do you think about this animated series? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Again, I know there's a lot of other animated series for Iron Man now, post-MCU popularity. But are there any that you would actually recommend? I know there's like a movie that I have in one of these 8-movie box sets called The Invincible Iron Man. I think I saw it years ago, but I haven't reviewed it on this channel. We're talking almost 12 years ago at this point. It's been a long time, so I don't know if that's any good or not. I don't remember it, to be honest. So let me know if you think that's good or anything else cartoon-wise for Iron Man is worth watching. Not too childish, just fun. Well done in like an Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes way. Let me know all that down below. Thank you all for watching, guys. What do you think about this show? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know all that too. Thank you, guys. God bless you again. Catch you later, and goodbye.